Well, Dr. Groves, tell me a little bit about this beautiful waterway that we're paddling on and what the significance is to this region's geology.
Well, this is Drake's Creek, and it flows northwards ultimately to get to the Barren River, not too far from here. Karst refers to as a type of landscape that is formed in certain types of rocks, limestone in this case, that are especially soluble. And so you end up with features caves and big underground rivers and sinkholes. And Drake's Creek here is one of the nice characteristics of it is a lot of the water, a lot of the areas of the creek are actually fed by big springs where cave streams are emerging back to the surface.
So there's all this water underground and then it bubbles back up into the surface?
Yeah, there's big springs, not right here, but if we continue up or downstream, there's various springs, big springs, where underground rivers are coming out. And in fact, that has a pretty big influence on the fishing because that means that the water's colder in the summertime here in the creek and warmer in the wintertime.
Dr. Groves, I know one of the things that makes this river so unique is it has these really cool gravel bars. How and why does this river get those?
Drake's Creek and some of the other ones nearby, not all of them, but have these gravel bars. There's certain types of rocks that flow through where they're relatively insoluble, and so they accumulate in these gravel bars, and they're really very nice because you can stop and have a picnic or use it as a base for swimming or even camp.
Now the limestone in the water is what makes Kentucky great for bourbon, right?
Well, yeah, it's closely related. When water gets in contact with limestone, the water tends to have high pH, which in turn means that iron is not very soluble. And from what I understand, iron is really bad for whiskey. And so because the natural chemistry.
Dr. Groves, I was wondering if you could maybe help me solve this riddle I have. It's something about a spirited run through downtown Bowling Green?
Well, that's a good question. I guess I just don't know. If it maybe has something to do with Lost River Cave, maybe?
I'll have to find out. That's where I'm headed next.